Happy St Stephen's Day, obviously more commonly known these days as Boxing Day. It's also a feast day for St Stephen, a Christian deacon from Jerusalem who was stoned to death in 36 AD. Happy Christmas! The reason Stephen gets his own day is because he was actually the first Christian martyr. In other words, he stood up for what he believed in. Really stood up. And so the church makes a point of remembering him, which seems fair enough. If you don't know, feast days are days set aside to celebrate or commemorate something meaningful or someone important to a faith or community. They're often religious, but can also be agricultural or cultural. And they often include community meals. And today we feast for Stephen, because it's important and helpful to remember people with convictions, those who know who they are and what matters to them, those who are willing to stand up for what they believe to be true, because such people are rarer than we might like. Over the next few days, as we get through the leftover turkey and we try to find room for our recently received gifts, many will begin to consider their New Year's resolutions, the changes that we might like to see, imagining they may make us or our life better. Often it's a case of doing more of some things and less of others, trying harder and hoping for the best. And of course, such endeavours can be limited and prone to disappointment. We can be left wondering how on earth the St Stephens of the world manage it. How do people of conviction and commitment come about? Different opinions exist. Millions of books are sold. There are podcasts aplenty, and social media is saturated with those who will readily advise and guide us in our efforts to better ourselves. You take your pick. Ultimately, for St Stephen, it was his faith that shaped him. He was formed by a story. He committed himself to following the way of Jesus, and in the process his priorities became clearer, and over time his choices revealed his character and convictions. It's what Christians call discipleship. As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said in a recent Christmas film, we choose every day who we want to be, with big decisions and little ones, and every one of them matters. My St Stephen's Day hope is that we all come to know who we are and what we value. And if need be, when it matters, may we have the courage to stand up for such things.